Welcome to the podcast, everyone. Today we're diving into the world of male enhancement programs. Let's talk about Phalogenics, a system that uses traction exercises to potentially increase length and girth.
I'm excited to explore this topic. So we're dealing with a program that promises up to 3.6 inches of growth through stretching and resistance exercises, right?
Exactly. It's like not a pill, not a cream. It's just a structured series of exercises that target the corpora cavernosa, the spongy tissue in the penis, supposedly making the tissue more responsive to blood flow.
And it comes with a whole package, doesn't it? An instructional manual, a video series, and even bonus books like Release the Beast and The Magic Beanstalk.
Yes, indeed. The entire program spans a 3-month period with multiple 20 to 30-minute sessions per week. It's definitely not a quick fix, but a commitment-based regimen.
So, what about the science behind it? I gather it involves stretching that creates micro tears in the tissue, allowing it to heal and theoretically absorb more blood.
Right, it's kind of like the idea behind muscle hypertrophy. You stress the tissue and then allow it to adapt and grow. Though, as the reviews point out, the evidence is largely anecdotal at this point.
That's one of the big caveats, isn't it? While some men report success, the overall scientific backing isn't robust. So, would you say it's more hype than proven science?
Well, I'd say it sits in a gray area. The theory makes some sense, but empirical research is scarce. There's the issue of individual results. One reviewer even mentioned improvements with their prostate issues rather than virility. It's interesting how varied the outcomes can be.
And speaking of outcomes, the program's pros include not needing any equipment and having a non-invasive nature, correct?
Yes, exactly. Plus, it doesn't rely on drugs or chemical-based supplements. For those who are cautious about side effects, that's definitely a plus.
Yet, on the flip side, many users note that the program is very time and effort intensive, a steep learning curve if you're not really motivated.
Right, and that's a critical point. The effectiveness really hinges on the user's commitment. It's not for someone who wants instant results, but rather for someone who's in it for the long haul.
I also noticed some customers felt the price tag of $69, which includes the video series and bonus guides, was a bit steep. Do you think that's justified?
That's a tricky one. On one hand, you're paying for a well-packaged program with several instructional materials. Yet, many similar exercises are available online for free. It ultimately comes down to how much value someone places on a structured routine and professional guidance.
So, if someone is looking for a safe, non-medical alternative that requires personal discipline, Phalogenics might be appealing, but it's not the miracle solution, right?
Right, it's not a miracle cure. There's a fair warning that results aren't guaranteed. It even mentions that if you don't complete the whole 3-month program, you probably won't see any significant changes. It really tests your perseverance.
And what about safety? I mean, any exercise program on the sensitive area of the body is bound to raise concerns.
Good point. The reviews and medical insights say that these are low-impact exercises with no notable side effects. They even covered that individuals with conditions like Peyronie's disease might find some relief, which adds an extra layer of interest for those specific cases.
However, I have to challenge this notion a bit. If so many of these exercises are circulating freely online, does that not dilute the uniqueness of the program?
That's a valid criticism. The high price is a sticking point for many who feel that the content could easily be replicated. It definitely makes you wonder about its overall value proposition.
And then there's the final verdict from the reviewers. Overall, a rating around 3.6. Not exactly a glowing recommendation, would you say?
True. It seems the consensus is that while Phalogenics might work for some, it's largely dependent on individual dedication, and the scientific proof is largely theoretical.
So, for someone seriously considering it, what would you suggest as the primary factors to weigh?
I'd recommend asking, am I ready to commit to daily, consistent exercises over a long period? Am I comfortable with anecdotal evidence versus peer-reviewed research? And, do I have alternative methods like consulting a professional for other treatment options? Those are pretty essential questions.
Plus, it's important to have realistic expectations. The manufacturer promises potential size increases, but emphasizes that results vary based on commitment.
Exactly. And there's that 60-day money-back guarantee too, which slightly eases the risk. But as they caution, you need to delete the files if you're asking for a refund.
And let's not forget the customer support details provided. I saw they list support at phalogenics.com and a phone number. 1-8005-030591 for those who might need help.
Yes, maintaining a clear channel for customer inquiries is key. It helps build a modicum of trust if any issues arise during the program.
Right.
Though a few customers have complained about difficulty getting through.
That's concerning since reliable support is a must for commitment-intensive programs like these.
And speaking of commitment, it's a fascinating case where the program originally had a medical basis for treating conditions like Peyronie's disease and then morphed into a broader enhancement system.
Which brings us to the broader point on male enhancement options. There are dietary supplements available too, like Picorect and others that tout testosterone-boosting benefits.
Exactly. But those typically work from a biochemical standpoint, while Phalogenics is all about physical exercise.
Yeah.
It's like two totally different approaches. One's a workout, and the other's a nutritional supplement.
And that difference probably contributes to the varying levels of effectiveness reported. I mean, muscle memory versus chemical reactions, the body can respond very differently.
Absolutely, it's like training for a marathon versus taking an energy drink. Results depend on many factors.
Given all this, it seems that while Phalogenics might be a viable option for some, it's far from being a one-size-fits-all solution.
True, it requires a lot of personal diligence to see any results, and patience being key. Plus, the scientific backing isn't rock solid yet, which means potential users should be cautious.
So, as a takeaway, anyone curious about Phalogenics should do thorough research, check in with a doctor, and set practical expectations.
Exactly. There's an appeal here for those who prefer a non-invasive, exercise-based method over taking drugs. But if you're looking for instant or dramatic results, you might be disappointed.
Well, this has been a great deep dive into Phalogenics. The theory, the practice, the pros, and the cons. Thanks for walking through it all.
Anytime. It's always enlightening to break down these programs and get into the nitty-gritty details. Stay curious and take care, everyone.